Hi, I'm Ashura, and this is part 1 of the Revendreth Covenant campaign. Very sad to announce that I thought I was recording a video and got all the way through the first storyline and then realized it stopped recording after 36 seconds. But I just want you to know I love Revendreth, and we're doing this again. Okay. So if you're new here, if you're watching me for the very first time, I'm into the story and the lore. And I'm gonna read literally every plaque I come across, because there's plaques, and I'm going for them. I am here for that. I'm not gonna take too much of a look at the soulbinds and the mission table, especially now that I've already seen them in Revendreth once. So if you like the story, and if you like the lore as much as I do, then let's just get started. I'm not waiting, alright? I've done this. I've done this already.
Hope is not a requirement for duty.
I'm so sad. I knew you could be counted on. Revendreth's revival relies on forging pacts with those outside of our realm. The prince never had any doubt that you would agree to join our cause. He summoned the Court of Harvesters in anticipation of your arrival. Renethal awaits you within Sinfall, where you will be presented to the court.
My kind require purpose, not peace.
I'm gonna try and capture some of the original magic of me doing this like 30 minutes ago. It's been a while since I've actually done the Revendreth like leveling experience proper, but I really love Revendreth. Aesthetically, it's a masterpiece, and like, look, everything in Shadowlands is a masterpiece. I've said that about everything, and I will continue to say that about everything. But Revendreth, it's a whole city, and it's crumbling, and it's beautiful. I enjoyed it a lot. My brain's just so scrambled now, because you'll see. You'll see.
Come forth, catalyst of change.
I never doubted you for a moment, Lucetta. Partnerships such as ours will be key to Revendreth's revival. As harvesters, we have the ability to extend our powers to mortals, though the decision must be unanimous. To that extent, the court has gathered and is awaiting your arrival. Let's not keep them waiting.
You may question why we are willing to impart our power onto a mortal, though you are no ordinary mortal, are you? No. You can breach the boundaries of the Maw with ease, something that even the oldest venthyr are unable to do. That ability alone would make you perfect for my plan, but there is so much more to you, isn't there? It will never be enough to simply defeat Denathrius. We must also break his hold on Revendreth.
Dynastius.
His grasp on this realm comes from the medallions he created, each containing a fraction of his power, given to subordinates that would obey without question. We must secure these medallions, and with them usher in a new era that would see Revendreth return to its true purpose.
I distinctly remember hearing of such a plan many years ago, Renethal, before the Master's true intentions were known. High-key, didn't realize this the first time through. She's referring to Renethal's plan, I think? I don't actually, because when you're going through the leveling zone, it makes it sound as if the rebellion was kind of recent, even though it's on its last legs. Not necessarily like years ago per se, but maybe it started years ago, and this is just what it's culminated in over time. Alright, so there's some sweet kickin' butt plaques here that are beautiful, and now that I've already read them, I can read them in the right order this time. and not embarrass myself. Here now we name the burdens of a soul that Revendreth shall forever be responsible for the exsanguination and education of. I've said that word 3 times now, and I'm still like, exsanguination. Let these names contextualize and manifest the burdens they identify. So then may we control these burdens. So then may we harvest these burdens. So then may we drain these burdens. To seize these burdens, the Master has forged the medallions of the harvesters. Let them be the conduits of his will, providing power and the machinations of death to those servants deemed most fitting. May they be instruments of his ever-vigilant force. May they be the fangs by which he feeds upon the sin of the dead. I love how these are written so much. I love how everything in the zone is written. Alright, wrath. There is an energy to those souls fraught with wrath, rage, anger, and hate. This power goes beyond just the intensity of the anima that we cultivate, but gives a will to that power. And so shall be the Medallion of Wrath. Let this artifact grant authority over my military ward, where stone is made flesh and trained for battle, where weapons might be forged to contain the ingenuity and anger of the souls that shall power them. Let us harness this sin so that it might allow us to carry out our noble purpose elsewhere. Dominion. It is a truth that for every one of those raised to venthyr, every soul that has expunged their past deeds and faced their burdens, there is a chance of remission. To watch the watchers, to grant dominion over the dominating, there is the Medallion of Dominion. May this medallion grant authority over venthyr who have succumbed to the very corruption they serve to exsanguinate. So I thought this was really interesting. I love the premise of Revendreth. I'm just gonna start there. Like, I didn't originally, and I think I said this in, like, the leveling experience videos. I was like, ugh, vampire aesthetic. You know, whatever. But when it got presented as a zone where these people have to expunge sins from souls, but in doing so have kind of ended up perpetrating and practicing still these sins themselves, like, how delicious! I'm a fan! So I actually like that there's something like this in place to kind of recognize that the venthyr live this very privileged lifestyle. I mean, if you're expunging pride and all of these sins from souls, you're naturally going to yourself feel a sense of pride in who you are and what you do beyond simple pride of, that you're doing something good. Because, in a sense, they torture these souls, and I think you could feel very abuse of power. Like, you could feel prideful in your status because of that. So, what I didn't know is that the Medallion of Dominion was originally given to Prince Renethal, which is said in Renethal's notes. In my ignorance, I attempted to use this medallion, my medallion, in the first failed rebellion. The medallions are powerful, and in the hands of a harvester they can be used to warp the very fabric of Revendreth to one's will, if they have enough anima. But they are also carriers of the Master's will. What they do, he knows. And so I lost my attempt to stop Denathrius the first time. My well-thought-out schemes lay bare for his examination and elimination at every step. The Medallion of Dominion was taken from me the day I was flung into the maw. It was last seen being returned to the Master by the cursed hands of the Lord Chamberlain. The medallion had been used to crush the accuser and take the Medallion of Pride for the would-be harvester. Denathrius mentioned that it was promised to another. We must learn who this other is. Dread. This medallion bestows upon the wielder authority over the hunting grounds of the forest ward. May those who afflicted others with this burden be subjected to their own taste of true fear. This medallion was recovered by the Mawwalker and the accuser while I was still trapped within the maw. How they overcame the might of the Fearstalker is a story worth hearing. Just do not have the accuser tell it. Envy, greed, the festering need for what others possess. Such souls burdened with this must be forced to confront their needs and overcome it. May they exist in squalor and desperation until their need is shattered. So shall there be the village ward. May the Medallion of Envy grant its harvester authority over this dark ward, forever in the shadow of Castle Nathria, forever within the view of something greater that can never be achieved. I kind of wonder, actually, if you have a soul whose primary sin is something like envy, if they like ascend to Venthyr, if they stay in Revendreth and they become a Venthyr, if they can ever get to a point where they can like go to Castle Nathria, if they can basically engage in activities that would perchance induce that sin. I guess that's what Dominion's for. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. But I wonder if, like, those sins are, in a sense, always held against them, or if they kind of get to, like, forever be redeemed. I would assume forever redeemed, just based off of what I've seen so far, but... Pride. Of all the sins a soul can be burdened with, pride is the most delicious. It presents the greatest challenge when trying to exsanguinate this burden from the souls that are sent to us. It takes time, ceremony, dedication. To this end, may the Medallion of Pride be forever upon the neck of only our most skillful and patient Venthyr. May it grant them authority over the ceremony ward, so that they can use its vast power as an instrument to strip these souls of their burdens and fulfill our noble purpose. Avarice. This medallion bestows the wielder authority over the catacombs ward. There let those afflicted with this burden be sealed away until long after the time they believed they would be remembered. Let them fade away to be forgotten, the memory of their great deeds be measured against the unending weight of eternity. I love how this one is written so much. It's so terrifying, but also very, like, coffin vampire vibes. I initially thought of Bastion when I read it, but it's not really, because you're not forgetting your own memories. People are just forgetting you and what you've done. Desire. Venthyr are mostly loyal servants, but they function best when properly motivated. Why choose this eternity if it does not come with rewards? And so I name the Medallion of Desire to grant authority to a Venthyr to manage my court and their needs, as well as collect a savory number of special souls that my most elite and trusted of children might enjoy. May this medallion allow this harvester to grow the castle ward and the aspirations of its Venthyr ever higher. Honestly, I think I like Revendreth so much just because Highborn. Like, they're not Highborn, but, like, I love Highborn and, like, Highborn vibes. High-key, though, like, a savory number of special souls. What are we talking? Like, especially horrendous souls to torture? Alright. We're reading.
Forgive my appearance. My hair is quite unruly today.
I love him so much! And I didn't realize he had, like, the slight Russian vampire. Theodore is my favorite! Okay, like, I love Nadia, but, like, when I went through the Ember Ward, and I met Theodore, he's my fave. I love him. I am most pleased to see you again, dear Lucilla. We simply must have tea together again soon. Lady Sybil has been asking after your health. I also love Sybil so much.
If you discover a mighty foe, defeat it.
Defeated.
Do you seek redemption? You
All right.
still have time.
Alright. Who else was there to talk to? Sanctum
I
upgrades?
got the best prices you're gonna find out here.
Nope, we're not looking. Nope.
Don't talk.
Do you seek redemption?
So you already talked to all these NPCs and I forgot what they said, so. It is good to see you again, my friend. Exciting times, no? I love this zone. Alright. Your loyalty has been observed and acknowledged. Stand as one of us. I accept your pledge as honest and true. You may rise.
Welcome, my fellow doomed friend.
Welcome to our humble court, Lucetta. Thank you for my grappling hook 2.0. Look, I play an outlaw rogue as my main. You can't impress me. You think this is impressive? None of that Door of Shadows Mythic Plus nonsense. Better than that. Our covenant is more than just pacts and promises. We have immense power, too, and that power we shall bestow upon you in a sacred ritual. Once complete, you will be able to call upon our gifts with ease.
Meet us within the chambers below to begin.
I wonder if you can fall. Actually? Have people? Alright.
Too far away.
Darkest greeting, more.
Forgive the crowd. Many are eager to bear witness to this monumental occasion. So you knew that was coming. This ritual will bestow upon you our gift. We will stir the anima within your soul, awakening a power that has only been known to harvesters. It has never been performed on a mortal before, but I've been assured that it won't hurt a bit. Not that they would care.
Come closer, mine. Please take your place when you are ready to begin. You stand before the court of harvesters, willing and able to accept our gift. Help us return Revendreth. Help us rid this realm of a tyrant whose actions threaten. This gift of power will be yours so long as you remain loyal to our cause. And what can this humble fallen prince do for you today?
So long as the pact remains, so shall our power. The power of the harvesters flows through your mortal body, but you may wield even greater might by binding your soul to another. Doing so has no known drawbacks, but offers many advantages for both parties involved. The accuser will oversee the process. Meet her at the Forge of Bonds when you are ready.
There is no possibility of victory. Oh, isn't that not exciting?
I love the animation for that so much.
Speak. I will listen and remember.
It has been quite some time since I have guided the binding of souls. So it's like the same exact quest text as they use for the other ones. To soul bind with another is not an irrevocable bond. However, it is not to be entered into lightly. You will experience one another's pasts, your hopes, fears, dreams, your very memories, if any still linger. you will become kindred spirits in the truest sense. Once complete, your connection will transcend physical space and make you stronger in more than mere brawn.
Every choice.
Nadia, please come forward. You will be the first to receive this honor. Nadia looks up in silence, a wry smile spreading across her face. May her blade serve you well, Mallwalker. Do not look so glum, Draven. You'll get your turn soon enough. My earbuds today do not want to stay in. You have lived an interesting life thus far. I will endeavor to make it even more so. Do you feel it too? Our connection is stronger than I imagined could be possible. I have been told that the bond will continue to grow over time, though we do have the ability to accelerate the process. Sinfall needs our strength. Perhaps it is best we engage in this method now. Alright. Nadia the Mistblade. The self-proclaimed greatest duelist to ever wield a blade, Nadia rebels at stagnation and longs for the next new experience. Wherever there is trouble, you can expect to find Nadia there at the heart of it. She is ready to turn her skills to the defense of Revendreth at your command, and her entertainment. Theotar the Mad Duke. Insanity is no excuse for bad manners. Exiled from traditional aristocratic circles, Theotar formed his own court of outcasts to gossip with. Whether weaving powerful magic through his favorite teapot, or animating dredgers to carry his umbrella for him, Theotar wields the incredible powerful of Revendreth in his own eccentric way. General Draven. General Draven served Revendreth for eons as commander of the Stone Legion. He is on the front line of any battlefield, will fight with honor to the very end, and never leaves a soldier behind. When Denathrius chose the jailer, Draven chose Renethal's rebellion. In the end, Revendreth must always come first. I didn't realize that you, unlocked these as you continue the campaign. It is done. May the power within your soul serve you well. We will accomplish much together. Your world has a saying that you cannot be in two places at once. Without a soulbind, that is true. Thankfully for you, we have resolved that matter. Let us seek out Tactician Sokka at the end of the hall, and you will see. Although our battle against the Master's forces is at the forefront, there is still much to be done on the fringes. Sokka is responsible for leading those efforts. Under your guidance, she will direct Sinfall's allies where they are needed most. Fear not. My strength will be with you even if we are apart. That is the nature of our bond.
Reta!
We will work together to ensure efficiency. Ventyr's primary responsibility is ensuring that souls are unburdened of their pride, but they must see to other matters as well. There are countless issues in the Shadowlands that need attention, far more than any one Venthyr can handle. That is where I come in. Consider me your eyes on the field. Allow me to demonstrate with a simple task for Nadia here, so that you may both reap the benefits of my services.
We watch, we wait, we strike.
So loud. Alright. Understood. I will not delay.
Stone Wright's blessing, mortal.
Nadia will succeed in her mission, I have no doubt. So... Oh, that is the first...
Keep your eyes open. Always.
That's as far as I got before I realized that I hadn't... I keep looking over, I'm like, I'm recording, right? I am. I said I wasn't gonna look at this, but I looked at it the first time. So it's just interesting. The new thing that I noticed is there's power level. And like, look at that. You can murder with 2 people. Alright. That's it. It's the preview.
I have been watching you.
Let's go through all these. Rahel has agreed to assist us. She seemed rather upbeat at the prospect of working with you again, Lucetta. Your best bud, Stonehead, is eager to fight for you, Lucetta. I'm sure we can find a use for his skills. Nothing too complicated, to be sure. Your actions on behalf of Revendreth are garnering quite a lot of attention, Lucetta. Simone has offered to lend her expertise with the mirrors of the Ember Ward to the cause. Just in case you don't know, Simone was a character in a side quest in the Ember Ward. My favorite part of this zone. And she was the one with the mirrors where you kind of found out that, like, mirrors are basically used as a teleportation system in Revendreth. And Stonehead was the guy who yeets you in and out of the Ember Ward. Lost Sybil! Lucetta, we are in need of more assistance to tackle the challenges facing Revendreth. Theotar swears by Lost Sybil's capabilities. Let us see what she can do. Yet another joins the ranks, Lucetta. I am confident you will make the most of Volka's skills. Your loyalty to Revendreth is unquestionable, Lucetta. Bogdan has offered to take a leave of absence from Theotar's service and will assist you however he can. I don't want to do that to Theotar, though. Alright. Oh, no. So I guess that's actually the whole first storyline.
Never assume you're alone.
Which I didn't realize. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff, though, since that's just introducing you to the soulbind system and the mission table. But I love Revendreth. There are so many small things about this zone I love. Like, so many of the characters have so much personality in a way that I feel like Ardenweald has a lot of personality, but there's something about Revendreth that's just, I don't know, I guess it speaks to me because I'm such a fan of, like, the haughty noble flair. And also just gorgeous overall. Like, we love us a good vampire aesthetic. Alright, so now that I've suffered from my sins and done this storyline twice, we're gonna pick this up again in the next video. Thank you for coming with me on part 1 of the Revendreth Covenant campaign, and I hope you join me in the next one.